Have you ever noticed how a woman's attitude shifts when you stop chasing, stop texting, or just go quiet? It's like a switch flips and suddenly she's paying attention. Today, we're diving into a powerful truth. When men go silent, women start to fear. Not because you're playing games, but because your silence shows strength, value, and independence. We'll break down why this happens, the mistakes you might be making, and how to use your silence to command respect and attract real love. Stick around until the end, because the final key will show you how to harness this power without losing yourself. Let's start with why your silence is so powerful. When you go quiet, not out of pettiness, but from a place of self-respect, you send a message. You're not desperate for her attention. Women are wired to notice this. If she's used to you always being available, texting first, or bending over backward, your silence disrupts that pattern. It makes her wonder, why isn't he chasing me anymore? I knew a guy who stopped texting his girlfriend every day after she kept blowing him off. Within a week, she was the one reaching out, asking if he was okay. That's the power of silence. It shows you value yourself. The first sign your silence works is when she starts seeking you out. If she's been distant or taking you for granted, going quiet can wake her up. She might text you out of the blue, ask questions, or even get a little anxious. Why? Because your absence creates uncertainty. Women don't fear a man who's always there, but they notice when a strong man steps back. I saw this with a friend. He stopped initiating plans after his date kept flaking. Suddenly, she was suggesting meetups, realizing she might lose him. Silence isn't manipulation, it's a signal of your worth. Another sign is when she tests you more. If you go silent, she might push back with a snarky comment, or try to spark a reaction, like saying, "You've been so quiet lately." This is her trying to figure out if you're still invested. I remember a guy whose girlfriend got upset when he didn't respond to her late-night texts right away. He calmly said, "I've been busy with my goals, but I'm here now." Her respect for him grew because he didn't jump at her demand. When you stay composed, you pass her test and show you're not controlled by her emotions. The third sign is when she opens up emotionally. Your silence can make her realize she values your presence. If she's been emotionally distant, going quiet might prompt her to share more, to reconnect. I had a friend who stopped chasing a woman who was hot and cold. After a week of silence, she called him, sharing how much she missed their talks. His silence made her confront her own feelings. When you step back, you give her space to step forward, if she's worth it. Now, let's talk about why you might be missing this power. One mistake is over-communicating. If you're always texting, calling, or being available, you're giving away your leverage. I've been there, thinking constant contact would keep her close. Instead, it made me seem needy, and she pulled away. Another mistake is using silence as punishment. Going quiet out of anger or to get back at her is childish and backfires. I tried this once, ghosting a girl to make her miss me, only to realize it broke trust. Silence works when it comes from confidence, not spite. And the biggest trap? Not having a life outside her. If you're always available, your silence has no weight because you've got nothing else going on.
So, how do you use silence the right way? First, live a life that doesn't revolve around her. Focus on your purpose, hit the gym, dive into your career, or pick up a hobby that excites you. I started lifting weights after a breakup, and it wasn't just about getting stronger physically, it gave me mental clarity. When you're busy building your life, your silence carries weight because it shows you're not waiting around. Women respect a man who's got his own path. Second, use silence to set boundaries. If she's taking you for granted, say ignoring your texts or flaking on plans, don't chase. Step back and let her feel your absence. I knew a guy who stopped reaching out after his girlfriend kept canceling dates. He didn't argue, he just focused on himself. She came back, apologizing, because his silence showed he wouldn't tolerate disrespect. Silence isn't about ignoring her, it's about respecting your own time. Third, stay calm when she reacts. If your silence makes her anxious or testy, don't get defensive or rush to fix it. Respond with strength and clarity. I saw a friend handle this well. When his girlfriend got upset about his quiet phase, he said, "I'm just focusing on my goals, but I'm here to talk when you're ready." His calm response turned her frustration into respect. Handle her reactions with composure, and you'll show her you're a man she can't shake. Fourth, don't overuse silence. It's a tool, not a lifestyle. If you're always distant, you risk pushing away someone who genuinely cares. Balance is key. Use silence to reset the dynamic, not to build walls. I learned this after going too quiet with a woman who was actually invested. It created unnecessary distance. Use silence strategically, then reconnect with intention. Finally, shift your mindset. Silence isn't about making her fear you, it's about showing you don't fear losing her. You're not here to chase or beg. You're a man with value, offering a real connection. Believe you're worth her effort, and don't settle for someone who only wants you when you're loud. I've stepped back from women who didn't value me, and it opened the door to those who did. When you go silent from a place of strength, you attract women who respect you for you. It's time to embrace your power. You deserve a woman who values your presence, not just your attention. Start today. Focus on one goal, set a boundary, or take a moment to reflect on your worth. Every step makes you a man who commands respect. If this video hits home, hit that like button and share it with a friend who needs to hear it. Let's stop chasing and start living as men who inspire awe. Take action now. Your strongest self is waiting. I believe in you.